I am Sam Gilmore, and this is my final for Humanities. Unfortunately, I did not do the first discussion correctly, and so I never put down what inspires me. I have decided that the book An Invisible Thread inspires me by Laura Schroff and Alex Chernosky. The book tells an incredible story of an 11-year-old boy named Maurice. Schroff met Maurice one day when he was panhandling on the street. She offered to buy him a meal from McDonald's instead of giving him money. She did not know that her gesture of kindness would forever lead to a change in Maurice's life. There is a lot of lessons in this book, such as friendships, the importance of walking a mile in another person's shoes, trust, compassion, resilience, and many, many more. After reading her book, I started to feel uplifted. I started having a better view on the world and the mysterious ways it works. The most inspiring aspect of the whole story is that the author shared what she learned during her experience. She showed that she learned just as much from Maurice as Maurice learned from her. I read this book knowing that it was going to be inspiring, but I did not know that it would completely change the way that I view the people around me. I have learned that everyone has a story and people need to be given a chance. Schroff takes a large gamble with helping a child that was not her own. Maurice came from a home where both of his parents were drug addicts and they lived in poverty. Maurice was also struggling in school and he could not get along with his other classmates. The author has also reinforced the fact that where people end up can be totally out of one's control. Something that seems so small, such as buying a person a meal from McDonald's or giving a person a smile, can be so minor in one's eyes, but life-changing in another's. The term an invisible thread means that two people are destined to meet. I really enjoy the title of this because I feel that everybody is on an invisible thread with someone else. This makes me want to give more to every conversation that I have because I never know what's going on in one other person's life. One important theme is happiness. This was talked about during discussion 9. The author shows Maurice being unhappy at the beginning of the book, but once Laura starts to gain the trust of Maurice, he started to become happier, and it showed. The theme of happiness and unhappiness runs throughout the book. Maurice, to me, represents someone who was put in a terrible situation because of the people around them. This book makes me realize how lucky I am to have a household that has two loving parents that are together. It made me really start to appreciate that a lot more. Another theme that is used is the theme of love. This was from discussion number 10. The author uses the theme of love for most of the book in many different ways. She did everything from buying him a meal from McDonald's so he wouldn't go hungry, to buying him clothes so that he wouldn't have to wear the same dirty clothes over and over again. Schroff even started making him a lunch to take to school every day. Maurice asked that she put it in a brown paper bag because that meant someone cared for him at home. The brown paper bag was a very large symbol in the story, and it meant, to me, it was the bond that Maurice and Laura had. She listens to Maurice and learns that even though they're from different worlds, they were still a lot alike in many ways. She becomes a mother to Maurice, the mother that he needed. More people need to be like Laura Schroff. She saw someone, a child, that was in need. It was very inspiring that she took it upon herself to change one young man's life. As the years went on, she kept in touch with Maurice, and their lives would change even more. Maurice would move away and become a father himself. He became the father that he never had. This brings out the theme of trust. Maurice had many people leave his life and let him down. He has to trust Laura will not do the same. Laura has to trust that Maurice will not take advantage of her. They both trust their gut. They both start trusting each other. It took Maurice longer to start trusting, but once it came, the two started to have a long, beautiful friendship. In the end, Maurice was able to get his GED, go to college, start his own successful construction company. Laura was able to change his life and give him the boost that he needed to be successful and live a happy and healthy life. That's why this book, An Invisible Thread, inspires me. Thank you.